collectors. Today we'll be talking about Marvel Legends Beta Ray Bill, and this is part of a Build a Hulk accessory, and you can see here that he has two heads for the Beta Ray Bill. So on this side we have some artwork of Beta Ray Bill. On the back we have some more artwork of Beta Ray Bill. We have the Hulk and the figures that make the collection. So we'll just scoot back a little bit and you can read the bio. Okay, and now we'll look at the other side and we see the artwork for Beta Ray Bill. So if I pull in my trusty scale here, now have 11.2 ounces. So let's get this guy out of the box and see how cool he is. Now that I have Bill out of the packaging, we can look at what he has. We can see here he comes with two Hulk heads. Here's the first one. You can see the sculpt here. It's pretty nice for the movie version of the Hulk. And here we have a happier version of the Hulk. Here we have the Stormbreaker. Now, one thing to note is that a normal DC stand with this peg will not fit in his holes on the bottom of the seat. His holes are too large for these. So you have to even get a stand that's even larger than these. Why? I don't know why we can't get the same size for all of these. It's a mystery. So if we bring in Beta Ray Bill a little bit closer here, we can see that lovely head sculpt. See the armor here. And his feet. Like I say, he has two peg holes, but they are just too large. Now he does have this cape here that is attached at the top. It is a tough plastic. It also has a hole on the back and a peg on there, so you can just plug that in or just remove it depending on how you want to display him. Now, as far as articulation goes, he can look up and can't really look down. Looks right and left, no problem. And as far as his arms are concerned, we have this shoulder pad here that prevents some of it, but it will get out of the way to get this much of an arm up and movement. Now he can rotate his arms around, and he does have this bicep swivel and a double bend in the elbow with a wrist rotation and the pivot. Now as far as ab crunch goes, Beta Ray Bill can do this much of one backwards, this much of one forward, and has a waist swivel, as well as the ability to do this much of a split. He does have upper thigh swivel, as well as a double bend in the knee, and a boot swivel, and a swivel in his ankle. And that goes up and down all around. So if you're not familiar with Beta Ray Bill, he inherited the powers like Thor, via Odin creating this Stormbreaker. And Stormbreaker should go in his hand. Now his right hand is a little bit more closed than his left hand. Problem is, if you get him in the left hand, it doesn't fit in there all the way. So you're going to have to get it in that right hand a little bit more, and it fits in fine. Now, as far as Beta Ray Bill is concerned, he's standing right at 7 1/4 inches. So he will be a little bit taller than the normal Marvel Legends figures. And if you are a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, you'll see the rock guy here is about the same height as Beta Ray Bill. So that means he will fit also with DC Multiverse figures. So if you are a fan of this or any other collectible, head on over to entertainmentearth.com. Using the coupon code below, you can save 10%, as well as orders over $79. So until next time, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.